You are not your job. The reason it's important to discuss this topic is because most jobs have a definitive set of tasks, role that you can neatly fit into. But the interesting point about human beings is we don't generally neatly fit into any particular role, any particular ideology or group. Therefore, we cannot necessarily fit neatly into a job title. Granted, some people do need to keep their jobs and they need to make that income, but this conversation is a call to action so that we also start looking into the other aspects of our personality. Reason being, a job will not allow you to stand uniquely from the crowd. You will not stand out. And most likely, this will be true. Of course, there will be certain cases where this might not be true, but in most cases, this will be true. And that is because if anyone else will be able to do the job that you currently do right now, then most likely you're easily replaceable. So, having said that, and I'm going the long-winded way so that I can really explain this properly, we need to lean towards our own interests and personalities because that is a form of specific knowledge that we have talked about earlier. It comes from one of the conversations from Naval Ravikant. The specific knowledge of being you. Because the only way to be paid the highest amount, to have maximum leverage, is to be the best, or is to be the, amongst the top 4, 5 to 10 people. But the easiest way to get out of this competition is to pursue specific knowledge of being you, which means pursuing your interests, which eventually would fit in different ways, which normally you can't really imagine how it would, because being a unique human being, having a unique personality, those unique traits will make it an interesting combination, and that will define you. And this can only come from pursuing your genuine curiosity, and this leads to an opportunity of self-branding. So what I'm doing here right now is I like to study, I like to read, I like to listen to podcasts, I like to understand how the world works. And because I like that, and that's one of my interests, so I'm sharing it with you guys, whosoever is going to listen to this. And that's a unique trait that I have, which is aside from my job. And this helps me stand out because along with this, I also like to cook. So now, if I have a YouTube channel, for example, where I talk about these topics, but I also do some cooking videos, and if I combine them together, that uniquely defines me. And then, there is no one who's going to be the best at being me other than me being me. And that's what the specific knowledge in this case is, which leads to a situation where you have the maximum leverage of you being you. Therefore, self-branding is one of the keys. And we can say that your job is not you, because when you pursue all the other traits, you have an opportunity to either break free or to pursue your job while you are doing all these other interesting things, activities, which when stacked together define you in a very drastically unique way. And that's something that's going to help with long-term success, be it financial success, be it self-branding, be it having opportunities for sponsorships, or be it leading to new pathways where you can easily flow from one role to the other while you are also simultaneously getting paid. And this is why this topic is very important in the internet age. And we need to know this because we have a resource like I'm getting to you right now, which is of maximum leverage because there's still a lot of population in the world that hasn't got on it. And therefore, you would have the ability to either uniquely create some form of channel, some form of resource, product, software, project, websites, podcast, newsletters, things like these, fashion advising, like whatever your unique strength is, whatever your unique understanding is. And then it doesn't have to be one unique understanding, one unique strength. You and I could mix three different unique strengths. For example, some people have the strength of putting together interesting softwares, but they also love talking to people. So now they can combine them into a podcast, for example, and discuss different products that are out there. So that's one example. And again, this is taken from Naval Ravikant's Specific Knowledge podcast, and you should definitely check it out. If you like to, you can easily search it. Type Naval, Naval, Ravikant, Ravikant, and this information has it's definitely informing my conversation with you guys here. So I would urge you to check it out, because if you do want to get out of the trap of relying entirely on jobs for your income, and also you want to be able to express yourself in different ways which you feel restricted in your particular job, then this is one of the ways you could do it. So we could take advantage of the internet while we figure out which of our unique interests we can pursue until we become the best at being us. If you want to discuss this topic further, please reach out to me. I know all of you guys can find me somehow. LinkedIn is one of the best ways. Inderjot Singh. I live in Halifax, so I don't know, that might help you guys search me. INDERJBOT space SINGH. Yeah, so if there's anything else you would like to talk about, please reach out to me. And for now, that's it.